Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of our Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, crazy lady tries her darndest to crash our staff meeting. The liar, woman inexplicably fakes an allergy and berates me for taking it seriously. How do I tell people to not tip? Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Crazy lady tries her darndest to crash our staff meeting. The other day our sweet little restaurant closed for a few hours in the afternoon for a BO/FA staff meeting. Doors locked, open sign flipped to closed, and a notice taped to the door explaining the situation, how long will be closed, and apologizing for the inconvenience. We're about 30 minutes in when I see in the corner of my eye someone drifting around by the door. It's been happening, people arriving, reading the notice, and leaving. I watch them as they process what's going on, looking inside to see a big circle of us all sitting there. No one's actually tried the door yet, somehow taking all the evidence before them as true that we are indeed closed. Only at this point, I see the woman who'd caught my eye pull on the door. Do you think if we put up another sign she'd read that one? Someone says, and we laugh. I wonder if my manager will get up to go talk to the woman outside, but she laughs too and continues on with the agenda. My manager can't see, but I can, that by now the woman is waving her arms, trying to grab our attention. She taps on the glass door. Really, sighs my manager. Just don't make eye contact, guys. The woman continues to be a moderate distraction for a short while before seemingly admitting defeat. Not 5 minutes later, however, back she is. Hammering on the glass with her fist, yanking on the door handle. Tapping so much I have new appreciation for the life of aquarium fish. This woman is hopping mad. She does everything but shake her fist at us, and she might have even done that too, it was hard to tell. More muttering from my manager and coworkers at the persistence and stupidity of this woman. By this point it might have made more sense to just go talk with her to tell her to leave, or maybe that would have just made things worse, but we were committed, and she couldn't hang around for that much longer, right? I have to pause the story briefly to introduce a new element. I'd opened that day, and had a couple of campers enjoying our frigid patio. A really nice two-top. They'd already settled up, so I just swung by to let them know a staff meeting would be starting and service would stop. They were more than welcome, however, to stay and chat, and could exit through the gate, as we'd be locking our patio door. They thanked me for letting them know, and joked they didn't mind that I wouldn't be serving them, that they were just glad we weren't kicking them out. Cut back to the staff meeting. The woman has abandoned the front entrance, but I can see through the glass doors onto our patio that she's now there instead, leaning over the fence, evidently talking to the two-top. And this 60-something woman is having a full-on meltdown. Flapping her arms, shaking her fists, and possibly screaming, a nice time to have sound-resistant glass, or it would be, if I weren't so curious to hear how that conversation played out. She doesn't leave for a full 5 minutes, just be *ching about us to this poor table. My manager has no clue this is happening, as it's all directly behind her. Had she known, she probably would have by now done something about it. But I'm too in awe at the lunacy of the situation to do much more than watch it unfold. A few more angry gesticulations, and finally, I see her get in her car and speed away through a stop sign. I wish I could say I got a recap of their conversation, but the two-top left just before the meeting was over. My manager shook her head at the thought of the 1-star review everyone agreed we were bound to be receiving shortly. I don't understand people. I really don't. Did she not read the notice? See the sandwich board inside? See the closed sign? And if not, was she not tipped off by the fact that despite her obviously audible door banging, no one was going to let her in? Not only are we closed, which means you won't be able to order food, we are also, as per the notice, in the middle of a meeting. Which means we cannot pause to talk to customers to tell them that yes, we are closed, and no, they can't just get something to go. Just bizarre. The liar, woman inexplicably fakes an allergy and berates me for taking it seriously. Essentially, I ran into a nightmare situation that, upon reflection, could not have been avoided. I've been serving now for a little over a decade. The restaurant I currently call home, and which I have for the past 3 years, has a mostly scratch kitchen where substitutions are encouraged, and lately they've been emphasizing the importance of ringing in allergies properly. This comes into play later. Today, I was training someone, let's call him David. It was supposed to be David's last day of training, which means he should have had some experience taking tables and ringing in orders by the beginning of the shift. I later found out that 2 of his training days were squandered for different reasons: apathetic trainer one day, crazy large party on another day. A few hours into the shift, things are going smoothly, so I tell David to watch our section while I run to the bathroom. When I come back, I see him taking the order from a 4 top. He looks confident, not looking around for help. Great. I let him start ringing it in on the POS and step away to run some food. When I come back, he appears to be struggling a bit, so I ask him what's up. He says, "Oh, no worries, seat 1 has a pepper and onion allergy, but she ordered deviled eggs and a salad." *T. Either a pepper or onion allergy would be challenging to deal with alone, but this woman has both. David, both of those items contain onions and pepper. David looks flustered, but no biggie, he's training and I'm a seasoned server, I'll just go talk to the table myself. "Excuse me, I understand someone here has a pepper and onion allergy." One woman confidently says, "Yes, that's me." "I'm so sorry, I have to deeply apologize. Both of the items you ordered contain pepper and onions, and our deviled egg farce is pre-made. I see you also ordered the salad, the ranch contains onions and pepper. Now, what we can do is..." She quickly and agitatedly cuts me off and retorts, "I've had the deviled eggs before. And I'm not getting the ranch." She points to another diner with whom she'll presumably be sharing her plate, "and that's why I got the blue cheese." I apologize again for any previous misinformation. Our deviled eggs do contain pepper and onion, as does our blue cheese dressing. Instead, we can do. Just bring me what I ordered, and hurry because my friend has to go back to work. And if I have onion or pepper, I will die. Okay. I'll definitely talk to the kitchen and get on that. Since your friend is in a hurry and doesn't have this same allergies, can we go ahead and make hers normally, with the dressings you originally wanted? Also, maybe we can do dressing on the side? Just bring us what we wanted, the way we want it. Okay. Usually, accommodating guests is absolutely no problem. I got most of my service training at a high-end resort that irreparably brainwashed me with the guest-first mentality. So, holding my breath, I ring in the ticket and then run to the kitchen to explain this mess of an order to the cooks and my manager. Immediately, I'm met with, "There is no way we can serve that to them, and this is gonna take a while and she will literally die if she eats these things. Our salad guy is new but great and totally up for the challenge." Another issue, the salad contains chicken, and all of our chicken is marinated with onion. No problem, chef says we can use a raw breast and prep it on the fly, but it will take about 15 minutes. I make the executive decision to put the dressing on the side at least. 15 minutes is a pretty standard ticket time, especially for such a complicated order, but given that one person who's sharing the food is in a hurry and the other is already testy, I know I'm heading into nightmare territory. Minutes later, the non-allergic person sharing the dish leaves in a huff. Allergy lady is scarfing down our onion and pepper-laden deviled eggs. Trainee runs the split salad. Lil Liar asks to speak to a manager while pouring her death dressing all over her salad. As she's speaking to the manager, I run the rest of the food to the table. I hear her say, "This is extremely frustrating. I know what I can and can't eat." And SHE was arguing with me. Why would she argue? I spoke to the head chef once and he told me everything I could eat. Why is she arguing? Now, my restaurant is semi-corporate, started in my city, then became a chain, but my manager, having been clued into the situation, was not about to kiss this lady's butt. I completely understand. But we do take allergies extremely seriously here. SB was doing her job in ensuring that you understood the risks of eating items you're allergic to. She did nothing wrong. I walked away before I could see the look on her face. I'm sure it would have been satisfying, but I couldn't stand there and listen to someone belittle me for doing my job. I also let my manager take over after that. He comped only allergy ladies items and nothing else. Of course, they didn't tip, but I was happy to be rid of them. Later, I asked him what else she said. Apparently, she'd spoken to the head chef, who she claimed was a man. We've had the same woman head chef for a year, who had told her everything she could eat. My manager then had proceeded to inform her that not only do recipes change, but those items have always been unsafe. Throughout this entire interaction, I was also informing my general manager about what was happening. She seemed pretty miffed, but she can be stoic at times, and I couldn't get a read on her opinion. Later, I confided in her that I was shaken up by the situation. She immediately responded, "What? You mean the liar?" So, yeah, screw that lady and Bob bless my trusting managers. How do I tell people to not tip? My place does a ton of carry-out orders, either over the phone or online. Call-ins are pretty straightforward. The server who answers the phone takes the order under their number and keeps the tip, if any is given. It's a small place with only a few servers, but we all work together and make any sides, ensure everything is there, bagged up and ready to go, even process payments for each other. Everyone is cool with this arrangement, even though sometimes you can do all of the work for somebody and they get all the tips, but it generally all works out. You know, teamwork makes the. Sorry. Just some background to show that we're not a bunch of greedy whole s. We recently got a new online system. We used to enter orders from a tablet into our POS, and would later get voided off, but the new system prints out the carryouts and third-party delivery orders straight from website. We've had a larger number of really big orders lately, I guess with the holiday, so I found myself staring at these long printouts more and more, and I realized that the majority have tips added on. I don't know if it's automatic or if the owner actually enters these orders manually, but it is logged under their name, and they get all those tips, which could be upwards of $100 a shift. Most of the time they're not even in the building, let alone bagging up orders or having anything to do with carryouts. Nothing takes priority in my kitchen, so if we've got a full house on Saturday night and a bunch of large carryout orders come in right at 6, kitchen is going to make us those in the order they came in, and the servers have to take time away from our actual tipping guests to do the work for someone who isn't even there to make all this extra money that probably isn't even legal for them to take. It just doesn't sit right with me. I would be happy to split that money, or if my awesome kitchen guys got it. Or if it went to literally any other thing in the world. It's just so tacky. But so is informing guests of this system, so I just do my job, defeatedly. Help me out here. The other day a guy picking up a prepaid online order, like they all are, left a $20 tip, and he asked me make sure the tip was on there. He really wanted me to have it, was all enthusiastic and stuff. I said don't tip on there pretty low, and did that wide-eyed big smile thing, and hoped he understood. Nope. He thought I said there's no tip on there and got all worried, so I awkwardly let him know that it was indeed on there, and was once again defeated. There is zero way I could ever come right out tell a guest, hey, tip cash when you pick your food up, if you want anyone who had anything to do with your order to actually get the tip. Ideas? I'm not about to wage war over the legality/immorality of this, so let's not go there right now. Thanks.